Hello, and welcome back to our playthrough of Aeon Trespass Odyssey. I am just a simple old boat that does some emerging. We are on day 66 of Cycle 3, and I almost titled this video Unshackled, but I was like, that feels like a bold choice to assume that I'm actually going to win this fight. I think I have a pretty good chance, but this is a fight against our dear friend, the Dahaka. If you remember, we had a number of adversary activations in the last Nietzschean fight, so it didn't take long for the Dahaka to catch up. I even spent a good amount of Argo Fate to try to hold him off for a little bit, but I could not. So here we are in a situation where it's either lose this fight or we win and he no longer has Shackles of Regret on, so it becomes much harder. I really thought that I was going to end up just saying, okay, this next fight I'm just going to lose 2 Argo-bred Titans and then lose like 3 Dreamwalker Titans. However, I forgot that you really have to lose 3 Argo-bred Titans in the battle if you don't want to lose them randomly from the Titan Stoa. I really didn't want to have to deal with randomly losing my Argo-breds from the Titan Stoa. And I, even when I was trying to decide, when I still thought it was just 2 Titans I was going to have to lose, I was like, okay, well, number 1, I'll lose Warkeeper. No problem. But all the other ones, I was like, I don't know, I don't really want to lose anybody intentionally right now. Maybe I'll just do this battle and see if we can win it, and then, I don't know, we'll see. I still have, I'm maybe towards the end of, what's it called? Story 2B. I take that back. I am on Story 2B, that's for sure. I have no idea how close I am to the end. So I think ideally I would do this battle. I can use whatever remaining nymph charges that I have until we get a Divine Surge in the next story card in Cycle 4, and then not Cycle 4, in the story card 4. And then in story card 4, maybe that is when we can actually do the Dahaka Lair fight. But I'm doing this fight earlier than I expected to. I think we're prepared for it. I just didn't feel like doing it yet. Also, random side note, I feel like sometimes when I laugh or do something, in OBS I'm using some noise filter. What is it? The RNN? I forget the actual filter. There's 2 default filters that the audio filter comes with, and I'm using I think it's the RNN one, and it does a really good job of canceling out background noise, but it does not a terrible job. It sometimes makes my voice a little bit choppy, and also it cuts off my laughing and other things, and it just sounds kind of weird when I'm listening back to it. So if somebody has a better setup, better idea of how to do audio settings, please let me know. I'm open to looking at better guides and everything. I did a quick setup for this and then never really came back to the audio settings other than raising my volume. I think it sounds good overall, but I think it could be better. Anyway, I digress. I think that's in every video, I do some kind of digression at some point. Let's take a look at our Titan loadouts really quickly, and then we'll talk a little bit about strategy, and we'll go from there. Okay, I think I have all of my Ambrosia tokens dealt out as well. So loadouts. I kept most things the same from the Nietzschean fight. Very similar loadouts. Obviously 3 out of 4 Titans are also the same as well. I swapped out the Fire Starter for Skyseer because I needed to get rid of a weapon to fit in Theogonius, because Theogonius is just amazingly good. And I debated about who I should give it to, and if I wanted to swap out a Devolver or Dahaka Blade, because I was like, well, Dahaka Blade has a chance to kill me, but Dahaka Blade's still just better than Devolver generally. So anyway, I swapped out one of the Devolvers. I put in Theogonius. I still kind of wish I could get Dahaka Blade off of Shadow Dancer and onto somebody else, but I just the weapons for everybody else just fit so well that it's hard to mess with it. Like unless I got rid of Daedalus Fight, like Game Changer has to have the 3-handed weapon. Truth Bearer, I wanted to have, well, I guess I could put Daedalus Flight on Truth Bearer, but with Truth Bearer's holding a 2-handed weapon, he gets tiresome. He gets tireless, so he does not have to worry about the cumbersome. And then putting Theogonius on Shadow Dancer would just not make any sense because Theogonius takes up all hand slots, and that is kind of a waste of Shadow Dancer's extra hand slot that she automatically gets. So here we are. I think it's fine. I mean the weapons are all great. So hopefully we won't have too much of a problem with wounding. Obviously the first BP card can be tough, especially if I choose not to do the interrupt attack on it because we just don't have any Kratos tokens in the pool, and the only person who gets an auto token, well, Truth Bearer gets an auto hope, Skyseer gets auto break. So I will be hoping that one of those two can do the first attacks, and that'll at least mean we're more likely to wound. Otherwise, even though Dahaka Blade and Daedalus Flight are amazing, it's still going to be hard to get that first wound in without any kind of break tokens or black tokens or hope or anything like that in the pool. I was able to get a couple of rage from the exploration cards that give you Titan, so I have one of them on Truth Bearer, one of them on Shadow Dancer. And what I'm hoping, like I think my ideal first Primordial round here would look like Dahaka attacking the Truth Bearer maybe getting up to 7 danger to just unlock those extra power right off the bat. Then, what's his name? Dahaka shadow stepping backwards, getting close to the Skyseer. And I don't know if I would do the interrupt attack or just a regular attack with Skyseer. I think ideally I'd like to at least keep one BP1 in the discard pile because then we can get a little bit of flexibility with precise if we get an unlucky draw of the BP cards or an unlucky shuffling. But sometimes, like, some BPs just have significantly worse interrupt wound effects, some have significantly worse regular effects, so we'll just play it by eyesight when the card comes up. The last thing that I'll note is that I was debating if I want to use Argo Cryptex Beta to start this fight off. I ultimately decided not to, just because I didn't see that much value in it, and it's gaining 2 fate. I don't know, I still flip-flop on that, but I think what I'd rather do is... Oh, actually, well, I could put Argo Cryptex Beta on Skyseer. Nah, I'm not going to. I don't really have a good reason for or against it, so I'm just not going to force it. I think the reason against it is that it just puts... We have an AI 1 on top. Why should I try to change that? So the last things that we need to do before we actually get into the fight, we need to draw our Obol with Shadow Dancer. And I keep forgetting that I can actually do this when Shadow Dancer has Cyclopean Hand Mirror, but I think this is legal. I'm going to gain 2 fate so that I can use her Dance of Fate ability, which says, when you are about to draw an Obol, you may gain 2 fate to add 1 You Live Obol card to the Obol deck for this draw only. So we're going to take... I'll take the God Form one, I guess, and we'll put that in. Oh, let me show my screen. We have our 3 Obols, so let's just shuffle these around. It's very weird to shuffle 3 cards. 3, 2, 1. Okay, roll our die. 4 divided by 6 is going to be 1 remainder. 4 divided by 3 is going to be 1 remainder. So we rotate it 1. Oh wait, I need to draw it. And it's a You Live. Okay, cool. So that is going to put this here. I can gain a rage. Oh, that's kind of tempting, but I don't want to take the priority target token off of Truth Bearer because ideally I still get attacked first with him. So now we need to take out the, You Live card. Shuffle these around again. Oh, this has, there we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. 10 that divides evenly, so we don't rotate it at all. Put those back over there. Take that out. Then we also need to check facing direction. And we have, oh, I hate this card. All right, Fateful Wound. It's going to be facing east. Okay. Face that direction. I think that's good. Take that. Put that in the minor trauma discard. Oh, then we also still need to roll for Fearful Hospitality. We'll say the lowest roll gets this wonderful card. That is going to go to Heraclides. There you go, buddy. You're today's lucky winner. Now I think I'm done I'm done with the fight. I think I'm done with the start of battle effects. I think I'm ready to get in. Oh, no, one last note. The other change I made, and I actually meant to do this when I was doing the loadouts, but I didn't really show it. I do have Atlantean Oscillator here on the Titan sheet for Shadow Dancer. It's attached to Dahaka Blade. I just don't have a good way of putting it on there without it being like hidden or overlapping into the Truth Bearer's gear. But Atlantean Oscillator is on Dahaka Blade. After the Nietzschean fight, I was like, I want a way to be able to control fate more with Shadow Dancer. Like shedding some of that fate with Atlantean Oscillator and Siren Mask is a good combination because she is going to be using Precise and Heartseeker the most. Okay, with that, I think I'm ready to draw our first AI card. It is Shadow Pierce. I wish I had some of the like flavor text to read that we had from the Nietzschean. Target is closest Titan, not in front. Darn, so this is going to be either Game Changer or Shadow Dancer. I'm going to have this one go after Game Changer because it's going to be a harder one to fully evade, and it doesn't really matter how many hits land, it's just if it hits, it hits. So we're going to get, let's see, Drift and Attack. So Drift, that's going to be a negative precision on Game Changer. And what do we have? 4 dice, it's going to be 3 dice. Still have Shackles of Regret. And we need a 10 or higher to evade. Not really expecting to evade this. Okay. We do not evade. I'm not going to, well, I have 3 rerolls anyway, so let's just see. Nope. All right, so we're about to take 7 danger, which we have a white armor die to try to reduce that in some way. We reduce it by 2, so we're taking 5 danger, which is actually just going to be a minor trauma for Game Changer. Draw that. We have Moirai, Edict, Gain of Fate. Okay, not bad. Fate gained. This goes away. And I think we had Ambrosia tokens to gain as well. Yeah, gain 2 Ambrosia tokens. Ooh. Do I want to reduce that? It feels early to be using Ambrosia containment. Hopefully, I'll try to have somebody go. I guess I'll try to have Shadow Dancer attack just before Game Changer does. So that way we can get a rouse for Game Changer to attack and start getting elation. Oh, and I don't think I can't use Spherical Armor to reduce this Ambrosia gain because it happened at the same time as a danger and I already used the armor roll. What is on the other side of Umbral Primus? When you discarded this, or when you switch to this side, discard 1 Ambrosia token. Alright, yeah, let's save the charges of Ambrosia containment. Okay, gain 2 Ambrosia, push back 1, stand up. Push back 1. Nope. Then 3 or more fate, knocked down. Don't have to worry about that. Then Shadow Step 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's nice because now Shadow Dancer does not have to reflex out of the way here. I could interrupt attack with Shadow Dancer. but that could result in 2 wounds. It's also going to be hard to wound that. It's still have to get 6 power symbols on our dice. No break tokens. But actually, if we do this, ooh, okay. If we, maybe I'll do, I mean, I kind of would have to do it with Shadow Dancer. Shoot, an oversight I wasn't paying attention to. Truth Bearer with Devolver in this fight, not going to be good because we can't do interrupt attacks with him. Dumb, dumb, dumb. But if I wound on this with Shadow Dancer, then I might actually have a good use for what is the Depths Nymph. The nymph that can clear off Ambrosia tokens, because we would have a lot of Ambrosia tokens across our Titans. So let's try it. We're going to declare a interrupt attack with Shadow Dancer. We need our combat fatigue token. We'll get 3 dice because we have the Dahaka blade. We are in a blind spot, so we'll have +1 precision. We're going to have +3 total. Yeah, so we need 7 or higher. Rage. Gain a rage, gain a fate. Boom. That's a 7, an 8, and a 3. I don't want to gain any more fate, and the crit effect on this card is not worth the attempt, I don't think. So we're just going to take the 2 hits that we got there. We're going to get 3 black, 2 red, and we need, we're going to need 6 on the dice because we have a bonus power from Dahaka blade. This is going to be hard. We have 1 power reroll. That is 2, 4, 5. That's close. That is close. We can reroll this, and we should have a good chance of wounding here, but famous last words. All right, baby, let's go. 2, 4, 6, 7. We're good. We wound. It's gonna be 2 ambrosia, and I will finally have a use for the Depths Nymph. Yay! It's also nice to wound this in an interrupt and not in a regular AI or a regular attack, because we don't want to do the AI card. So that is going to increment our wound count to 1. We'll add a BP2 into our BP AI deck. 3, 2, 1. AI 1 / BP 1. But actually, they're not always. It's not always AI and BP 1. There are some disjointed cards. So these will come out, and we're going to get some nice, excuse me, some nice Kratos tokens here. The ones that just do not synergize well, Dahaka blade and Shadow Dancer. I love you both individually, but together, not so much. It's going to be 3, 4 closing, actually. 4 closing, get an opening from Guard. Get Arouse 1. Let's reposition here. Let's motivate Game Changer East 1. It does move the priority target token over to Guard, but I can always pull it back with Truth Bearer because they have the Hero by Mistake Nemos. Okay, but I think that ends that interrupt attack. So that's going to end the Primordial round. Oh, this should get flipped over. Then at the start of the Primordial round, we will try to prime our shot that puts a negative AT token into the Kratos pool. Boom! That's a 10. Can I use that to crit and like crit on the cannon shot and say it lasts for 2 rounds? That would be nice. Just a nice game-breaking house rule. Let's go lose a burden resource. Boom, lost, and get rid of one of these charges. Actually, you know what, while we're in there, let's go ahead and use our Depths Nymph to clear off the Ambrosia tokens, because the requirements are at least 1 Titan has 4 Ambrosia tokens. Well, we have 2 Titans with that. So we're going to spend a summoning charge, gain 6 fate as a group. That's a lot. To summon a Depth Nymph, we get to ignore the adversary activation, then immediately remove all I forgot about the terrain tiles. Oh, that means that we don't have to do Dissipate anymore, I think. Yeah, okay. It looks like somebody asked us in Discord at one point. Yeah, if we use the Depth Nymph on the Dahaka, then the what's it called? Dissipate becomes basically useless. So these will, oh, sorry, let me show the battle map as we're doing this too, because this is a beautiful sight to just be like, goodbye, goodbye clouds. Then, oh my gosh, we're removing what? A total of 10 Ambrosia between all of our Titans. I do still have to gain the 6 fate. That's quite a bit, but I think it's worth it. Let's go back into this, and we need to mark our Depth Nymph as used. We're using our last summoning charge before we start diving into our bonus charges. Depth Nymph, where are you? If I could just... I was going to say I should just check the alphabet, but it's not alphabetical, so I don't feel as bad. All right, now paying the actual cost. Shadow Dancer actually should have lost a fate, so I'm just going to keep them at 3 fate because we'll say lost a fate from putting 5 or more Kratos tokens in the pool, and then they gain 1 fate from this cost of the Depth Nymph. Man, I wish I put Siren Mask on not Game Changer. I don't like having that. It's such a... I'm so used to just having put Siren Mask on there for when I used to put Atlantean Oscillator on Daedalus Flight, because that Siren Mask would be so much better with Skyseer and Theogonius. But it is definitely too late for that now. Let's do 2 fate to Truthbearer. Let's do 2 fate to Skyseer. I guess we'll just put everybody at 2 fate. I don't really want to, because Game Changer is going to be gaining a fair amount of fate from what's it called? The level 3 ability of A Night to Remember and Commit and all that jazz. But okay, that's fine. Let's just leave it as is. I think maybe the order that'll go in is going to be like Game Changer, then Truthbearer, then Skyseer, and then Shadow Dancer can just kind of go whenever. So let's go with Game Changer, activate you, move your Time Anchor, then we'll move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we have +1 movement from Spherical Armor. And we have so much precision, we just do not want to roll a 1. Gain a Rage and a Fate. And crit. Nope. 5. We'll use 3 black and a white. And we will draw our AI card, or our BP card. It's going to be Carcass of Hazes. It's an AT of 7, but we break it down to a 6. Only interrupt effects. Okay, this is good. We only have black. Oh wait, I should have gotten a break from... Yeah, there should be 1 break in there. From Shadow Dancer's Kratos table, because she was at 2 rage. Okay. Boom. Oh, we would have gotten that on power alone. 2, 4, 6, 9, 10 just on power. That is plenty. Nothing for just regular wound. So this goes into our wound stack. Go up to 2 wounds. We're 1/6 of the way there. We're so close. It's going to put a BP2 in here. 3, 2, 1. BP2. Go back to you. Take this out. Pull these out, and we don't have any Ambrosia to elate anymore. We're gonna get Hope 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5. Then Rouse 1, so that'll stay. And break and opening. Break, opening. These go away. Those go away. What are our things that we have here? We will lose a fate from placing 5 or more tokens. Do I want to gain 2 fate for preventing the exhaustive dataless flight? Yeah, probably. I'll go up to 4 fate. That'll end the Game Changer's turn. Next, we will go with Truth Bearer. You only lose a fate when gaining a crit chance, right? Yes, and you get the opening 1 effect as well. You can attack from where you're at, so let's do 2 opening. You could use that extra little boost to the 2 hit value. And we will attack. We're going to gain a Rage. And we are going to roll our die, and we need a 5 or higher, right? Because we got +1, +2, +3 opening, so that's +5 total. That is a crit miss. We don't have to worry about the adversary activation. I am going to gain a fate. Are there any openings that I forgot about? I don't think so, because the Game Changers doesn't leave much in terms of opening. Come on, 6. All right, I'll take it. Whew, my heart was racing a little bit there. Anytime a full miss is about to happen, I'm just a little on edge. Give us an automatic Hope 1. Then we will draw our BP2. Oof. That's going to be, we need 13. Okay, fail effect is performed next AI. Ooh. I'm a little hesitant to use Death Follows on a BP2 in this early. But if I can avoid the fail effect to perform next AI, that would be nice. And using the red die brings our chances. Without that, we're at about a 50% chance to wound. With it, we're at about a 72. That feels like it's worth it. All right, I might regret that later, but there's been plenty of times where I've just gone through the fight without using Death Follows. I think I've been better about it recently of using it. It's going to be 3 black and 3 red. Let's go with this one. We got our auto hope. We don't have any bonus power. Okay, yep. I think we're ready. We need 12. Okay, that's looking pretty good. This is cocked. I'm counting that as cocked. This is cocked as well. Those are looking very good though. Let's keep these off to the side. Okay, those might be the same values that they were. So that's what, 2, 4, 5, 6, and then, oh, we might have gotten it because we have 6 between break and hope tokens at least. Can we find partners for them? Probably. Boom. Boom. Yeah, sure. That's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Let's just re-roll one just to see. Boom. Could we have gotten any better? Nope, we got exactly what we needed. So we wound. There is no just regular wound effect. So put that there. Go up to 3 wounds. I feel like I've been kind of in like a crit drought in terms of like critting on my attacks. Maybe I crit against the Nietzschean, but I don't think I did. And I didn't crit in the Oracle fight. I don't know. It's been a minute. These are all going to come out. Oh, I didn't even escalate. That was a 2, so we're getting a 3. Gosh, this is such a pain. Cards are just too awkwardly sized. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Do I hold off and not attack? Probably. That can all come out. We'll get break 3 from the Devolver. Then Elation 1, but we don't have anything Elation. We have an extra break from our Argo Cryptex Gamma. We're going to have some Motivate. We'll look at that in a minute. Then we have, we're going to be at Rage 3 because of the Rouse token. So we have 2 break and Opening and Hope. A lot of break. 2 break, Opening, Hope. I think that's it in terms of tokens. Oh wait, no. We get an extra Opening. Then I can reposition and I have Motivate 1, Motivate 2. Let's do Motivate 1, reposition 2, Motivate 2. Actually, let's do you Motivate 1, you Motivate... No, I don't want to Motivate you 2. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Then these get cleared out. And we still have movement, so we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can reach. There we go. That ends Truthbearer's turn. Go with Skyseer next. Activate you. Then reestablish your time anchor. As a free action, pass Fearful Hospitality over to Truthbearer, giving Skyseer a positive precision token. Then I'll put Skyseer maybe, what, like 1, 2 there? Just kind of in the middle-ish of the board. Or actually, you know what, maybe I want to put her back in case... Actually, I don't know, I think... Let's think about this. For the attacks, if we assume that most of the attacks are going to be Drift and then Shadow Step in some shape, we're either going to have the movement and actually it could end up around here. Like if we went, depending on how we position Shadow Dancer, could end up around or could drift to here, then Shadow Step, let's say 4 or 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could be centered here. So maybe we'll go there. Okay. Yeah, I think this leaves me in pretty good position. That'll end Skyseer's turn. Oh, I'm not even on the right screen. That'll end Skyseer's turn. Then let's go with Shadow Dancer. Activate you. Readjust or reestablish your time anchor. Now, get on your time anchor. No slouching off of it. Then we're going to use a charge of Fate Safe. I'm not going to exhaust it because I'm about to just unexhaust it with my movement. And then I will use my combat action to take this off. And we are ready to go into the next Primordial round. All right, so far so good. Didn't really make the most use of the negative AT token. Actually, okay, that's false. This saved me from failing the last wound, so that alone is worth it. I'm just not optimizing it for like 4 attacks. That's totally fine. Clear this off, and then, yeah, next Primordial round. Let's go ahead and draw card. Shade Pass. Furthest Titan in front, there's nobody in front. Furthest Curse Affliction in sight, there's no Curse Affliction. Furthest Titan in sight, that is going to be, is that going to be the Skyseer or Truthbearer? It'll be Truthbearer. I need a reflex. I need to move out of the way with Game Changer unless I want another negative precision token. Actually, I think I just need to take the negative precision token because unless I use both my advanced reflex and the Chronosphere warning system and move here, after the what's it called? After the Dahaka gets behind the Truth Bearer and attacks and Shadow Steps, we're going to end up with the Dahaka right here. So I need to be in a place where I can interrupt attack with the Game Changer. So I think that just is going to mean I stay there with him. Okay. No, it's not Game Changer getting targeted. Well, actually, let's do this for now. Just adjusting things. Okay, so, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just going to go here, drift. We're going to go up here. It's going to pass through the Game Changer. So Game Changer is going to get another negative precision token. Oh, and then, sorry, we drift through the Truth Bearer. Truth Bearer also gets a negative precision token. We have 2 dice that we're going to roll with. We need a 9 or higher to evade. As a 5 and a 3, no free rerolls. And honestly, I think I might be okay with taking the danger and the ambrosia. And also avoiding that knockdown. Knockdown isn't going to affect me because I have rock steady. Taking 9 danger shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so we're going to take 9 danger that we reduced by, I'm hoping I only reduce it by 2. Okay, perfect. That's what I like. We're now at 7 danger, which is still a major trauma for us. 7 danger, and we get 2 ambrosia. Major, major, major. Gain 2 rage. Okay, 2 rage it is. Put that in the back of the deck. Already got the ambrosia. Okay, after attack, Shadow Step 4. A 1, 2. Right here, right? Yeah, 3, 4. Then we have our interrupt window of opportunity, which we will use the interrupt attack for Game Changer. So graciously giving him another red token on his Titan sheet. Oh, I wasn't even, I think I was showing Game Changer's sheet when I should have been showing Truth Bearer sheet. There's who we attacked just now. Going back to Game Changer, we're going to gain a rage and another fate. Go up to 5 fate. We have +4, +5, +6, 7, +8 from being in the blind spot, -2. So it's +6. So we need a 4 or higher, and we don't have any kind of, we don't have precise or anything like that anyway, so we just go for this. 4 or higher, 4 or higher, 4 or higher, just 1 die, just 1 die, 4 or higher, 4 or higher, 5, that's higher than 4. I won't risk full missing. Ooh, interrupt wound is perform next AI. Oh, this card sucks anyway, because it's like, regardless of when we wound it, we are going to be, like, unless we crit on it, we're going to be getting another AI card, so too bad. We need 6 on the dice. We're going to have 3 black and a white. Let's take this. All right, 6 on the dice. Come on, baby. Boom. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-ish, 13 maybe. Something like that. So that's going to go. I'm going to throw that right here so I don't forget to do perform the next AI. We're going to go up to 4 wounds. And that was a 1, so we'll get another 2 in our deck here. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh. Okay, 3, 2. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't like shuffling like this alone because I feel like I'm not actually shuffling very well. 3, 2, 1, 2. Okay. Take these out. Hope 4, 3, 4. Rouse 1. 1 break. 1 opening. Then we got to perform the next AI. Draw this, and now I'll put this back over here since I did not forget about it. Is there anything else that I forgot to do with? Either I have to either do cumbersome or spend 2 fate. I do get to lose a fate because of putting more than 5 tokens in the pool. I'll let this exhaust. It's okay. Now let's do this. Doom Whale! Closest curse affliction in sight. Don't need to worry about that. Priority target in sight. Priority target actually should be Truth Bearer after gaining rage. And I don't think we're moving an off for this, are we? Oh, do we have to soul rend? No, we don't have enough fate. Okay, great. Oh, and this is a wish judgment. We do not have wish armor. So this is just going to be an instant death effect. We don't... What's her crazy ability that she got from that crit? Change erased or incineration to instant death. Nope, that does not apply here. So that is going to kill our Truth Bearer instantly. Dun dun dun. So who do we want to gain a rage with? I think maybe not Shadow Dancer. Well, definitely Game Changer. Definitely Sky Seer. I'd probably be safe with giving one to Shadow Dancer, but I'm just not going to risk it. She dies at... If she gets to 7 rage, then she immediately gains 3 rage and dies that way. So I'd probably be safe, but I don't know. Screw it. No, let's do it. Because if we can get that red die to critical time, that could be a nice thing to have. And Truth Bearer is going to come off the board. And if we had to pick a Titan to die, this is working out. Because guess what, dumbass? I can now use my nymphs. You idiot. I think I need to use prototype Trespass device immediately. Oh, wait, also Fearful Hospitality. Let's see. If a Titan with the Fearful Hospitality dies, pass the Fearful Hospitality to the closest Titan. So that would have been, at the time, it would have been Sky Seer. I think the Titan Death thing kind of supersedes the rule, like you can't pass it to a Titan with a positive precision token. I think. I'm not positive, but that would kind of make sense to me. So it's going to get passed back to Sky Seer. Then we will discard prototype Trespass device. We're going to lose 1 Titan from the Argo. Goodbye, Dreamwalker. Argo, Titans, Dreamwalker. I'll just pick one randomly. Dead. And we are now bringing Truth Bearer back to life. Oh, hello, Dahaka. Nice to see you. Then we will move right along with our AI card. After attack, the Dahaka moves to the center of the board, then turns to face the most Titans. Let's use a charge of Chronosphere Warning System. Go. Oh, geez. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this will work out nicely. Then I'm going to gain a fate with Sky Seer. And use Pursuer Ultimatum. To go 1, 2. Then Dahaka will go 1, 2, Skiddly-Doo. And then, oh, hello, Sky Seer, who is about to attack me. Let me just turn my back to you. Here is my blind spot, so you can hit more accurately. And now we can choose if we want to do an interrupt attack. Yeah, I think I will. Find another combat fatigue token. There we go. Gain 3 dice for Theogonius. Let's gain a rage to attack. Oh, Sky Seer should have lost a fate on her turn because she did go 3rd. Yeah, because Shadow Dancer went last. So she's at 2 fate and not 3. And I think we're going to have +7 to hit here because we have Theogonius +3, +4, +5, +6, +7 from being in the blind spot. So we just need a 3 or higher to hit. Okay. Well, that's a crit miss. Well, the adversary activation does not matter. I will gain a fate to re-roll that. Okay, come on. Crit, crit, crit. 6, that's fine. We'll take a hit. We'll just take a hit. What would have been the crit attack? Wish attacks become normal attacks. That could be great, or we wouldn't even notice it. Totally depends. We get auto break 2. We're gonna get 3 white dice and a red die. And we will have potentially a power reroll 1, but we hope we don't have to use that. And we need 9 on the dice here. This is just sitting on top of everything, so that's gonna get re-rolled. Okay, let's see what we're at to see if we need to re-roll that red. That's 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 13. Yep, that will wound, and it is so fun fighting the Dahaka when you have the Argonauts. Oh, what a lovely day. Nothing for interrupt wound or interrupt instinct, so we just put that there. It goes to 5 wounds, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Then we're going to put another BP3 in here. 3, 2, 1. BP1. Okay. These come out. This comes out. Clear all this. Oh, actually, we were at Rage 3. I forgot about the... I keep wanting to call it the Enrage token. The whatever the hell it is. Rouse token. Opening to... That was our first attack with the Argonauts, wasn't it? Wow. Nice. Opening 2, hope 2. Then we'll get 2 more opening and a black. And that's a pretty nice pool. Oh, we have a motivate we can use as well. Out, that comes out. Motivating Truth Bearer 1 would be nice. Then maybe for reposition 2, let's go 1, 2. Or, no, let's do this. Instead of repositioning 2, we'll do Vault, reposition 1. Then at the start of the Titan round, we can have Game Changer go first, and then Skyseer go second, and then Skyseer can pass off Fearful Hospitality to Game Changer. Cool. All right, I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I think this is a good spot because we're going into the next Titan round. So I will be back in a bit. Okay, I think I remember where I left off. We are at the beginning of the Titan round. Let's go ahead and roll to see if we can prime our, not Armor Piercer shot. Well, whatever we were going to prime, it does not work. The Shield Burster, that's what I wanted. But we rolled a 1, so no bueno. Let's keep these first 2 turns quick and easy. We're going to start with Game Changer, activate, reestablish Time Anchor. Got everybody squeezed in over here. Time Anchor is reestablished. Now let's use movement to unexhaust Daedalus Flight and combat to get rid of our combat fatigue token. And I think that's all we're going to do. We get to lose a fate because we did not use our movement for movement. Next, we're going to go with Skyseer. Reestablish her Time Anchor. Use movement to unexhaust. We will pass Fearful Hospitality off to the Game Changer. I don't know why I didn't just slide that. Giving the Skyseer another positive precision token. Then we will use our combat action to get rid of our combat fatigue. And we'll end that Titan turn. I think I'll go with Shadow Dancer next, because if we get a BP3 on top, or higher level BP, I'll save that for Truth Bearer. Activate our Titan. Oh, before I forget, Skyseer also should have lost a fate because she went second. Then let's have Shadow Dancer move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get in the blind spot. Then we'll attack, gain a rage and a fate. It'll give us 3 dice at +7 precision, so we need a 3 or higher to hit. We're using the Dahaka blade, obviously. Crit, baby! And a crit miss. Easy come, easy go. So let's put that on you, or on the Dahaka blade. Also, this actually, I'll just put it on Cersei Guard, because I'll be flipping Dahaka blade back and forth. I could spiral one of these, but I don't really see the need to. I don't think it's really worth the 1 fate, because especially if we're about to crit, I don't want to risk not wounding. I maybe should have used Arrow Barrage for a break token, but no, actually, I think I wanted to save it for Truth Bearer potentially. All right. Anyway, draw this card. Any other first ability window things that I'm missing? I don't think so. Okay, so let's put this here. Coils of Smoke. If we wound, we're going to get 2 Ambrosia tokens. That's not bad, considering we already use our Depths Nymph. It's a hard thing to say fast. And cleared off a lot of our Ambrosia. Plus, we're going to be getting double elation with Truth Bearer now, and can burden some off of Shadow Dancer. All right, so this works. I like this. We will need 6 on the dice because we have +1 power from Dahaka Blade. Give us 3 black, 2 red, and let's just roll this bad boy. Boom! Oh, hell yes. That's my kind of power roll. Let's freaking go. Oh, wait, I forgot. We also crit. Oh, come on. That's like the stupidest crit effect. Gain a Nemos node for a chosen Nemos. Whatever. All right, I'll take it. I guess it's better than gaining 2 Ambrosia tokens. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, it's plenty. Gain a node for a chosen Nemos. Where are you, Scribe? There you are. Okay. Let's go to Cersei Guard. Do I want her to retire soon? No, I kind of like her effect. I haven't really gotten a chance to use, or sometimes I kind of forget about the 9 or 10. 9 is a 10 to awaken. Anyway, let's just gain it for a Life of Regret, so we don't have to retire her soon. A little bit of a waste of a crit, but whatever. So come out. This will go into our wound stack here. Brings us to 6 wounds. And that was a 1, so we'll get a 2 in our stack here. 3, 2, 1, 2. Also some like smacking things around here. Okay. Those come out. These come out. And what do we got? What do we got? We got you 3 black tokens. We got you 3 closing tokens. What else we got? We got a rouse token. We've got 2 more closing tokens. We've got 2 more break tokens. Well, I didn't have any break to begin with, but we got 2 break tokens. Then I think that's it for tokens, at least. But we do have, what do we got? We got pole position, we got reposition 2, we have motivate 1. I think for the motivate 1, I want to use it on Game Changer and just give him a little bit of distance from Skyseer now. Then I'm going to pole position to here and then reposition 2 there. Oh, we also get 1 more opening token. And we're going to lose a fate because we placed We placed 5 or more tokens in there. I love that Faded Nemos effect. That one's awesome. I got distracted. I forget where I was at. I think I was just finishing the Shadow Dancer's turn. Also, game changer. Why is your time anchor stuck to your mini base? Before we move on, I'm gonna get some more practice rolls in here because we just had a bad crit. Now the crit counter is reset, so now I have to get out the oh, there's a crit. Now I have to get out the non-crit rolls. Okay, here's some pretty bad well, they're good, but they're not crit. Okay, well, there's a crit. All right, let's do a couple more ones that aren't crits. That was a bad roll. So, well, that was okay. All right, one more roll. Okay, well now I have to reset it again. Double one, so glad I got that one out of the way. Crit and a 1, now we're just even. Isn't this fun? Okay, now I'm ready. For our last but not least Titan, we go with Truthbearer, who is just going to take this Devolver and just shotgun this Dahaka down. So we're getting into some of these higher level, well, I might want to use Motivate to start getting some of these Titans out of some potential for zone attacks, like Zone 2, Zone 3. We still have a lot of like reflex charges and stuff, but also this should be, that was used in the last Primordial round, I think, so that can come off. We're going to start with an attack, gain a rage, go up to 5 rage. We have +8 total. Oh no, sorry, -1 precision, so +7 total, I think. So we need a 3 or higher. Come on, crit. Oh, that was almost a crit. I'll keep it. I'm not going to aggressively reroll here. Once I start getting the BP3s though, I might start trying to be aggressive. Maybe, we'll see. Because I think now, if I want to be aggressive with trying to crit, now is the time when we still have Shackles of Regret. Get our Auto Hope 1. Also, I totally forgot to use Arrow Barrage, but, well, we didn't really need it. I'll just use it. I can use it after my attack because I still have my movement and I can do it before the next round. All right, nice. So we will get 3 black and 3 red. And let's see what the Dahaka has cooked up for us today. Bones of Smoke and Sand. AT value of 13. And no wound effect. That is fantastic. I would have loved to crit on this one. A bonus attack. Come on. That would have been great. So 13, but we get to subtract 2 because we have 2 bonus power, so we need 11 on the dice. Let's do this 2 at a time. How many power rerolls do I have? I'm basically at rage 6. I have just 2. All right, let's do a red and a black to start us off. All right, not bad, not bad. Let's put these over here. Let's do 2 red next. Hell yes. That's what I'm freaking talking about. Let's go. Okay, I think we're good. I think we are. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, then 11, 12 from break, 13 from the hope. It's not even using the black tokens. We are looking good. That will go into our wound stack. That's going to put a AI/BP3 in here. And we have not the Amalthea nymph, but I can't remember the name of that nymph. A Solitude nymph, if we need to skip an AI3. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Well, we might be using that. AI/BP3. Although, who knows? This could be a good chance to get an interrupt wound on a BP3. I don't think I incremented my counter here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I need to up that by 1. Okay, only 5 more wounds to go. Go back to the screen. Okay, clear this out. We get break 3, break 4. I remember that. Trying to remember things now. We're going to have Elation 2. So we'll take off these, put into opening. And we'll have 2 break, 2 opening, 2 hope. Do I want to replace one of these hope with a black? Let's get the 2 break in there. 2 opening. Come on. And at minimum 1 hope. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Truthbearer and Shadow Dancer are pretty good on power rerolls now, but Game Changer can be, but they would, you know, make their Kratos pool worse. And Skyseer, not so great on rerolls right now. So we'll take that. Get rid of these closing tokens. Get rid of that rouse. We have reposition 2. We have motivate 2, motivate 1. What if we do something like, I don't know, a motivate 2 here? Then Dahaka can still sit behind the Skyseer, but that gets Skyseer out of the zone 3. And then if we motivate, like I want to avoid Dahaka shadow stepping horizontally. I feel like I've talked about that in the Dahaka fights before, but keeping him shadow stepping vertically is a good way to try to avoid him getting completely out of range. Also, I mean, what the hell am I smoking? Like, going over here, that would be so stupid anyway, because I wouldn't even be able to, I mean, I guess I could advance reflex out here, but that would just be kind of, that wouldn't really be any better for any reason. I think I'll also reposition then Truthbearer here. Actually, instead of motivating U1, let's motivate U1 backwards. Yeah, because Game Changer has the advanced reflex. So he's going to have to move 2 spaces anyway. So might as well, there's no point in like motivating him 1. So I think we're done there. Also, I forgot to put out a couple of tokens here. Or I just forgot to put out this token, I think. Oh, we haven't used our movement yet for Truthbearer. I probably won't use it for anything, I don't think. But since we still have it, we can use an Argo ability. Let's put 2 more opening tokens in the Kratos pool. Oh, actually, hold on. Go back to this. These were the 2 that I put in from Arrow Barrage. We are missing 1 because Aster allows us to put an extra opening token in. That's +5. Yeah, let's just stick with opening. I don't think the 1 break is going to make much of a difference. Maybe the opening will make a difference. I don't know. It's all overkill. Knock on wood. Then we put these to be the checkmark side up. We clear that off. And then we'll see what kind of bullshit our friend is going to get up to this time. Dang. Endless Dragon, heal 1. And then we have interrupt. Then if no interrupt attack, shuffle this card and the discard pile into the deck. Shoot. Let's just put this here for now. We're going to heal 1. The top card will come out. At least it's not like a BP3 or something like that. Then we go down to 6 wounds. I think I want to interrupt this with Shadow Dancer because she's going to have the best chance of wounding. She is slightly higher than Skyseer. I also think I actually would have been better off with a second hope instead of a black. But we will use Chronosphere warning system to go 1, 2, 3. Get right there. Yeah, actually, I have to do that. I don't have another choice. So we will gain a combat fatigue token with Shadow Dancer. We will gain a rage and gain a fate. We have plenty of bonus precision here, so we're going to get 3 dice. We just need to not roll a 1. That was an accident, but we'll take it. Okay, well, I think that was on a 2, but that's 3 hits. We've already rolled a crit miss once with the Shadow Dancer, so we're already going to have to use a Pygmalion Stone on her. So let's spiral both of these. It's going to lose 2 fate. That's a 7 and a 3. All right, so we're still not critting. And we need to get 14, well 13 because Dahaka Blade has a power. We're going to have 3 black and 3 red. Oh, shoot. Wait, no, there's no rouse token in here. Shoot. I was thinking there was a rouse token in here and we were going to be at, we could act like we were at 6 rage and get that extra die, but we can't. Yeah, because Sky Seer actually has a higher chance of wounding without Shadow Dancer being able to get that extra red die. All right, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to let Sky Seer go because her Diagonius and Dahaka Blade have similar, like Dahaka Blade with the Atlantean Oscillator, 3 dice. We just wouldn't have been able to spiral anything. So we're going to put you back up at 2 fate for rage. Let's put this back here. You don't have the combat fatigue token. You were put back here. Am I undoing anything crazy bad? I didn't know, right? I already knew what the what's it called? BP card was going to be. I don't think this is that bad. Though this is like the 3rd thing that I've done this cycle that's like very questionable. Whatever. As long as we're doing it on camera and you get to see me do this. So Sky Seer is going to be the one to get the combat fatigue. She will have been the one who used Chronosphere warning system. Also, we can flip this back to its non-blind spot side. We're not going to re-roll the attack roll. We're just going to say we're going to take what the first roll was, which was like a 2 and a 2 on the 2 crit dice and then a 10 on the non-crit die. So it's 3 hits. We don't need to use fate to re-roll any of them to hit because the 3 hits actually matter for her. We will get auto break 2, which we'll see if that actually matters. And we're going to get 3 white dice and a red die. All right, let's do this one at a time. Did I get all my auto tokens? Yep. We need 14 here. All right, nice. Take that. Boom. Hell yes. Hell yes. Okay. Okay, I think this is looking pretty good. 2, it's 5, 6, 7, 8 for the power. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 from the break. That's 15 total. And that's fine because we have 8 break. We still have a hope. So I think we got 16 total. So, I mean, it doesn't matter. That's good enough for the interrupt wound. There are no negative, or there's no interrupt wound response, so we're okay there. Damn it. I wasn't showing that on camera. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not redoing that roll. I never gained a rage with Sky Seer when I made this attack. But we did not crit, so we're just going to get a generic double wound in here. Just to go on the top, because there is a risk that we have to heal that off. I was really hoping to crit on this card because I wanted to get it out of the deck. But it is, so I'm going to set it off to the side for now. Then we're going to take out the lowest card, should be a 1. You see those? Yeah, it's fine. Then we put another 3 in. Ooh, this is probably a mistake. What is my count here? I only have 1 AI2 left in my stack there. All right, so shuffle these. 3, 2, 1. Shoot. It's a 3 on top. Go back to the screen. Take these away. And we're going to get Hope 2, Opening 2. Opening 2. Hope 2. Keep thinking there's Rouse in there, and there's not. I think it's just because I'm used to Truthbearer having that Siren Mask. So we're going to get 2 more Opening and a black. It's not a good pool for trying to wound a BP3. Although if anybody can do it, it could be Truthbearer. That will end that attack. And then I just need to verify. I'm going to look at the bottom card here to see if there's anything else. After Curse, if no, well, there was an interrupt attack, so it chain broke the rest of this card. We are back in the Titan round. Let's go to this view. Let's see if we can get our minus AT charge. Nope, that's another one. Cannon shot, our cannon's just malfunctioning right now. I am going to retcon something here. I'm going to say that Skyseer used Pursuer Ultimatum instead of Chronosphere Warning System because she actually could. She had that superior reflex to be able to get into, to be able to move 3 spaces. What I'm trying to say. But also, I'm going to vault from her attack. I'm going to have vaulted and repositioned to, let's say, there. And then still at the start of the Titan round here, but I'm going to get rid of Arrow Barrage and put in, what's it called? Transient Death. Because I may end up using the Machina Nymph this round, which would allow me to restore a charge for each Argo ability. And if I do that, I want to be using the good Argo abilities like Transient Death and Time Skip so that we can potentially get them back. Probably, hopefully, overkill for this fight, but just trying to plan ahead. I think I'm going to go with Shadow Dancer next, because I think we just want to use Heartseeker to see if maybe we can get something else other than a BP3. Even a BP2, it's still going to be tough to wound with this Kratos pool. Activate her. It's going to be blue Time Anchor that needs to come out up to here. And then we'll move 1, 2, 3. Oh, Skyseer also had Motivate 1. I don't remember if I used that. I'll just assume I did. It would help with moving Truth Bearer though, but oh well, I don't feel like going back to check. Being in the blind spot, we have +7 for the Shadow Dancer. So yeah, we're going to attack with the Dahaka Blade, gain a Rage, gain a Fate. We're in the blind spot, so we're going to flip this back on over. And we're going to get 3 dice. 2 of them are crit dice, and we're just going to go ahead and is there anything else I'm missing here? I don't think so. So we need a 3 or higher to hit. Let's roll this one at a time. Oh, I missed completely. A 1. Okay. A 2. Okay. A 3. I thought that was going to be another 6, and I was like, interesting. I will be using Heartseeker here, so I'm going to spiral these 2 crit dice. We're going to lose 2 fate. So we have 1 hit right now. Let's see if we can crit. Nope, we don't, but we're still a full hit. Those come out. Gain our fate here. And let's see what we got. So we have our BP3. Okay, a BP2. Nice. All right, so now let's take a look at those and let's see if any of them have the quantum high. Let's check our BP2 first. Oh no. How long has my camera not been working? It must not have been broken for long because the Kratos tokens are correct. There we go. I want to check the brightness real quick here. Is that okay? So there is still a big difference with brightness, but that's fine when the AI cards and stuff are here. Our BP2 does have the quantum eye, so that's going to bring us up 2 fate. So we get 4 fate. I did already gain the fate for Heartseeker, I think, right? Yes, because I went up to 3, down to 1, up to 2 after Heartseeker, up to 4 after that BP. What about this one? Okay, nothing for the 3. That's good. Is it weird that I might go after the BP3 to intentionally fail? I mean, doing that would put it would get that zone 3 zone attack out of our AI deck. We already know that the Shadow Dancer is going to survive her first Obel draw. Maybe that's dumb, because I mean that is wasting that survival. But we only have, I think we only have about a 50% chance of wounding that 11 AT. But if we fail on that BP2, there's no fail consequences. And it puts a BP2 in the discard stack, so we could always get precise if the next card shuffled on top of the deck is another 3. All right. Yeah, it feels like a maybe galaxy brain move to try to just intentionally fail the 3 when we could just try to wound the 2, even if it's unlikely. So let's not do that. We'll just shuffle this back in. 3, 2, 1. Nice. We got a 2 on top. That's great. Go back to this screen. We will have 3 black and 2 red. We're getting close to the point where Shadow Dancer just dies from rage gain. Boom. 2, 4. That's actually pretty good. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I mean, it's still going to be hard to get this because I think we're going to have to re-roll this, and we either need to get what, like this side, we need a side with 2 power on it. 2 power and a potential symbol. So what, there's a 33% chance we're going to roll this the right way. Okay, so unlikely. What is making noise in my basement? I feel like there's like a stink bug flying around running into something. All right, camera check. Okay, it's working. All right, 3, 2, 1, roll. Nope. Oh, wait, I was forgetting about the bonus power. Wait, did I need to re-roll that? I think I still did. This is what I had before. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 from the hope, 8, 9. Yeah, because I was only at 10 before, so I did still need a re-roll, but I had like a 50% chance, I think, of re-rolling this to the right side. Yeah, because we are still just at 10 here. Dang, this is where that minus AT shot from the cannon would have been clutch. But we fail. No fail effects. That's not so bad, though. The risk with wounding that, what I was going to be afraid of was we would have to put in another BP3, but then we're also shuffling that heal card back in, and that could be the next AI that we draw. So could just undo that wound. Having that heal card in there just, I hate knowing that it's in our deck. This comes out, we'll clear these out. We're gonna get a bunch of 3 black. Come on. I should have made these with like little curved bottoms so we could just slide them out more easily. 3 black, 3 closing from our Dahaka blade. 1 rouse from our Siren Mask. Then we will get 3 break and 2 closing. 3 break, 2 more closing. And look at me, I'm remembering an opening. Woo! Keep wanting to sneak that hope in there, but this is no time for hope. I could reposition her. I could pole position, but I think I'm going to keep her there because I just don't know what I want to do with that charge of time skip. I might end up wanting to use Dahaka blade again for Heartseeker. Oh, we also get to lose a fate because we placed 5 or more Kratos tokens in the pool. We can motivate 1. I guess I'll motivate you there. And that will end Shadow Dancer's turn. Dang, I'm really annoyed at myself for putting Truthbearer with the Devolver and not allowing him to be able to do interrupt attacks. Oh, also tangential point, but I was going back and rereading the rules on bonus summons. I think in the Nietzschean video I said that the Machina, no, not the Machina Nymph, the Blade Nymph. Yeah, we used that one. And I think I said, oh yeah, it's a bonus charge, so we don't have to exhaust the Nymph, but I think we actually do. So let's just play it safe and let's mark that now, just so I don't think that I can use it. I'm going to go with Game Changer next. Activate you. Yeah, I'm starting to just kind of want to hurry up and not think this through because I've been taking a little longer than I want. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Squeeze in next to you, get into the blind spot, and we can also pass off Feel for Hospitality to Shadow Dancer. We'll gain a bonus precision or positive precision token with Game Changer. We will gain a Fate and gain a Rage to attack. And I think we're pretty good on precision. Yeah, we just need to not roll a 1. So let's just crit. Oh, well, okay, that... Oh, no, I'm just gonna pull this down so you can see how this landed. I mean, I have to re-roll it, but I mean, look at that. That is just nestled in there perfectly. Like, it's not cocked at all. That's funny. All right, here's the real roll. Holy shit, how many times have I crit missed with Game Changer with the Daedalus's Flight? After this fight, I'm going back to using my green die because these white dice have been killer for me. All right, I'm using a closing token to reroll. Okay, fine. I'll take it. That's fine. We're gonna have 2 white, 3 black. No, sorry, just 1 white. I was like, that doesn't sound right. That sounds way too strong. 1 white, 3 black, and a red. And we'll draw our BP2. No tokens to put in. Okay. We have the Floating Embers. AT value of 12. We'll roll our dice here, 1 at a time. Okay, that's cocked. Okay, that's still good. Let's do 2 black. All right. It's okay. Another black. That's terrible. That's okay. We kind of are okay with some bad rolls to start because we have plenty of black tokens. So I think maybe black on these 3. Boom. Ooh, okay. So use the black on those, reroll this. All right, I think we might be okay with how many potential symbols we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use the black on these. That's 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, okay, I think we just got it. 11, 12. Hey, good job, Game Changer. Great work. No wound effect, so that is going to take this BP2, put it in there. We're going up to 9 wounds. Should be at 10, but that stupid heal. Heal could come up again. Oh, there we go. We need to get a BP3 in here. 3, 2, 1. Okay, BP3 on top. Go back to you. Get this mess of dice out here, but a beautiful mess because it wounded. Then take all this out, and it's going to be 4 hope. Ooh, got all 4 in one go. 4 hope, rouse 1, 2 break and an opening, and then either another break or another opening. I think what I'm going to do next is do time skip for Shadow Dancer. So since she has the Atlantean Oscillator, I think I'm going to prefer to put a break in here. These closing tokens will come out, although we will be getting them back shortly if we're attacking with Shadow Dancer. We can lose a fate because we placed at least 5 or more Kratos tokens. Then I'm just going to gain 2 fate to make sure we don't exhaust Daedalus Flight. That I really did not use Daedalus's Flight in my first playthrough, and I think it's because I was just like, I don't really feel like dealing with the cumbersome with it on a 3-handed weapon. But like, it is crazy pairing that with a Knight to Remember's 3rd level ability. I'm loving that. I think that's Game Changer's full turn though. I am going to use time skip now. This, I guess, technically is during Game Changer's turn after he's used both of those abilities, because that's when it says to use time skip, that we can use time skip. But we're going to choose Shadow Dancer to perform another attack. Gain a rage, gain a fate. And we get 3 dice. All right, come on, crit dice. Help me out here. We have +1, +2, +3 from the blind spot, +4. So we need 6 or higher. Boom! That's an 8 of 10 and a 5. All right, let's think about this, because I'm going to be using Heartseeker here. If one of those, assume they're both BP3s. If one of them has the Quantum Eye, which if they're both BP3s, one of them probably, at least one of them probably has it. That'd be 4 fate that I'm looking at. If, in that case, I don't have to draw a Moiros card. Even if I just re-roll this crit die, I'd just be at my limit. But then I wouldn't be able to do something like block. Who needs to block? Right, we said it before. If we're going to try to be bold, we got to do it in this fight. We're going to gain a fate. I'm not going to spiral the other thing. I'm just going to re-roll this one. That's a 9. That's so close, but not quite a crit. Okay, so we have 2 hits, and I'm going to gain a fate and use Heartseeker. Going to draw our BP3, and it's another 3 next to it. Darn. And it's a 3 under that. That's fun. All right, let's do this one first. This, oh shit, that has Quantum Eye. We're at 9 fate already. All right, and with this one, that also has Quantum Eye. That's going to be a Moiros draw. I think that happens immediately. So we're going to draw a Moiros card. I haven't shuffled these things in a while, so let's give him a shuffle. Oh gosh. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I don't know what I was doing there. All right, boom. Well, Fate Worse Than Death is one I just got a sneak peek at. Gain this card and the priority target token, even if someone has to mark for death. Okay, this is not bad. Because I'm already planning on using a Pygmalion Stone on that Titan anyway. But that's okay. Go back to here. Now we're looking at 2 cards. We have a 15 and a 16. Neither of those is terrible. Dang, neither of them is the heal card. I was kind of hoping that I was going to, if it was both BP3s, I was hoping that one of them would be the heal card and I could just attack that one and just get it out. Ooh. I don't know if I want to attack Baron Form though, because the instinct is disabling Shackles of Regret. Even though this one, Head of Smog Sludge has a higher AT value, let's just put that one out. 3, 2, 1, BP3. Very crooked. Oh, also, I need to give you the priority target. This is going to be pretty unlikely to wound. We're going to need 15 on the dice. It's going to be 3 black, 3 red. And let's just get it all over with at once, because I don't have a lot of confidence in this. Boom. Okay, that's not bad. I don't think it's enough though. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just in the power. 9, 10, 11 with a break. Oh, 12. 13, 14. Are we close? Are we just 1 shy? Yeah, I think so. All right, let me move some of these things around. So that's going to be 5 there. I mean, we're probably keeping that one, right? That's 8 between those 2. Probably want to keep this as well. That's pretty good for a red. I'm gonna take one of these, each of these dice, so I can do some thinking. I think like re-rolling a single die, we have the highest we can get is a 50-50 chance with a re-roll. I can re-roll more than that, but I don't know that my chances ever go above a 50%. So let's just keep these two. I seem to suck at re-rolling red dice. Let's see if I'm okay at re-rolling black dice. Hey! That should be it. Right? So that's, we said this was 5. That's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 from the Dahaka blade. Sick! That's huge. That's a, oh, that's amazing. Actually, with Mocking and if I might just be able to end this really easily. Relatively easy. Knock on wood, unjinx. Okay, but no wound effect here. So that will put this aside for now. We're gonna get another generic double wound into the stack. It's gonna bring us up to, let's put another counter up here, 11 wounds. We'll take the lowest out of here, which is probably a 2. Wait a second. 4, 5, yeah, oh, damn it. Oh, did I escalate things right? Why does this seem not right? I mean, that 2 is coming out. And then we're getting, yeah, I mean, I think it's because I wounded a 3 early and ended up escalating the 1 out. So we're getting the last 3 in here. Okay, so this is going to be, I did speak too soon. 3, 2, 1, okay. Goes out, get that there. Go back to this view. Again, great job, dice. You know, barely making it is still making it. It's still a wound. Except when overbreak's involved. Go back to getting our black and closing tokens. I think at least 3 black and 5 closing. 4, 5. Get to keep a rouse 1. We actually get another closing. 3 break and a diversion. Ooh, that's interesting. Rarely use that. And I think that's all of our tokens. We have a motivate we can use too. So now we can motivate Truthbearer 1. These out of there. And let's pole position you out of there and then reposition 2 here. Sure. Ooh, we get to lose a fate because we placed a bunch of tokens. And we get to put an extra opening in. I didn't remember it this time. I had to see it. I forgot. And that was not actually a Truthbearer turn. That was just an extra combat action. Let's go with Skyseer so she can lose a fate by going 3rd. Reestablish your time anchor. Oh gosh. Come back. Ugh. There's probably some cool gear I could get and swap out the ontological module for. But I can't think of anything. Like the lore, primordial lore wouldn't do anything for us right now. So yeah, let's just, we'll use our movement to unexhaust this. And we'll use our combat action to get rid of the fatigue. And we'll just kind of hope that we can, if Truthbearer is not able to get the wound off now, we'll hope that we can do an interrupt attack with Skyseer. Then let's go to Truthbearer's turn. Last but not least, you are already on your time anchor. Then we will attack with the Devolver. Gaining a rage. Gaining a rage, gaining a rage. And we just barely have +9 or +8 precision. What was it? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have +8, even including the negative precision token, so we still just need a 2 or higher. All right, come on. Please crit. Even if I don't wound, let me just feel like I crit on a BP3. I haven't crit on a BP3 in a while. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. You know what? I'm happy. Even if I don't wound, well, I'm just gonna accept it. I'm gonna accept it. I asked for it. I asked for a crit, and I got it. I looked at that and I was like, this can't be real. Thank you for the crit. I really appreciate that. Go ahead and grab our BP3. Although I need to do first ability window stuff, I need hope. I do need hope. I really need hope. Because as much as I'm saying I don't mind if I miss, I really don't. I would really like to be successful on this one. Okay, I think that's all though. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, in terms of, like, 15 is relatively good for AT values for the 3s. Can I choose to not, like, I know, okay, well, let's just do the power roll first, and then we'll decide if we have to figure this out. Because I know for, now I'm going to say it anyway, I know for BP3s, if you get, or the final wound, if you deal the final wound, you get to ignore the responses, except you can do the crit. I don't remember if it's, you still have to do the crit effect, or if you just can choose if you want to or not. I mean, I would probably just say you can choose. Because, like, I'm not benefiting from the Dahaka dying. If I wound, the Dahaka's gonna die anyway. But, all right, let's see what we got here. We're gonna need these 2 from our weapon, these 2 from our weapon. Let's put this on that side. Then we're gonna get an extra red from Kratos, and then black for our Titan die. We have 2 bonus power, so we need to get 13 here. Oh, look at that, I rolled it. It just happened to be exactly how I picked it up. I'm just kidding. I'm just being a shithead. Let's do 2 at a time here. Woo, I think we found some candidates for the black tokens. Boom. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, I may not be wounding here. Well, the only one that I feel like I should be keeping is this one. Let's see, we have 3 black tokens. And how many power reroll? 1, 2, 3 power reroll. Yeah, because we have a rouse. I mean, maybe there's an argument to say I keep this one too, and then I'm at 6 power. But I'm only at 6 with that because of the hope. I'd rather make sure I can use the black on as many... Black tokens are more effective on black dice than they are on the red dice. So let's do... we'll use black on these 3. Let's do power reroll on these 2. Boom. Okay, well, better. And then black on these 3. Okay, that's not great. I don't think we got this. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think we got it. Because black was on these 2. Then we had, I think this was also black, so that really did nothing for the black token. Then what, we can do that. That. Yeah, break tokens weren't even our limiting factor here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, we're short by 2. Damn, that's a shame. We're going to be doing an AI next. That's not that big of a deal though. Well, it could be a big deal. I mean, if we end up having to do the heal, that's going to take off a double wound. That's going to extend the fight, which I'm not really worried about losing just yet. Just going to drag the fight out. So this comes, actually, I'm going to put this in the middle of the map just so I remember that we have to draw an AI. All right, but at least I think we're going to be setting up with a pretty good Kratos pool here, because we're going to get break 3 from, actually break 4, because we have the gamma. We've got the gamma. 3, 4 break, then what else we got? We can do 2 break, 2 opening, 3 hope. 2 opening, 2 break, and 3 hope. Come out. Although, yeah, I think I still want to do the hope here. Oh, shoot, I don't think diversion works for the instinct, does it? Yep, it's not a fail response, it's an instinct response. Really, really stupid. Diversion tokens are just like so uncommon, and to only say they ignore fail responses is just a little annoying. All right, we have some reposition and some motivate to do. What's the, okay, so the AI card that we have that we're not going to be doing, or Doom Unmake, the Judgment. So we have, there's going to be a couple of zones in here. Obviously there is the heal. That's the one I really don't want the most, but we have a lot of people within zone 3 and zone 2. Start with reposition and just put you back to where you eventually got motivated from. Then if we motivate Game Changers North 1, he can advance reflex out. Let's get, I could motivate you 2 out. I'll just keep her there. There's only one zone 3. So, and we can motivate, or we can reflex everybody out of a zone 3 and a zone 2. But the heal is really the only card I don't want. Oh, and Truthbearer actually hasn't used their movement yet, so I'll put that there to remember that they have movement. But we need to draw our AI card. Please don't be heal. Please don't be heal. Ghosts of Luminous Irem, thank God. Irem, I'm not sure. Irem. Zone 2. All right, so we're mostly good. Game Changer is the only one that needs to reflex out. Put this on Game Changer then. Oh, this is, okay. This is pretty great. All right. Thank you. We're gonna just gain a fate with you. Boom. Motivate, or sorry, reflex. We just need to get 1 out of there. Now, nobody is in zone 2. After final attack, Dahaka moves to the center of the board, already there. Then we have the interrupt window of opportunity, so we are going to absolutely do that. I think I just need to use Pursuer Ultimatum, right? Or do I need to also use Chronosphere warning system? 1, 2, no, okay, we're good. 1, 2, 3. Actually I think Skyseer is probably the person we want to attack with, interrupt with. Let me check. Yes, I think this is the right move. So we will gain a rage. We will not have to gain a fate. We're going to have 3 dice. Dear Dice Gods, I would appreciate another crit, please, because the last one was nice, but I think I have a better chance of wounding this time, so please 1 more crit. Thank you. We just need, any 2 or above. 2 or above is good. All right, let's give this a good roll. Come on, crits. Fuck yes. Hell yes, let's go. Oh my God, okay, that one, that was more a guttural reaction. I was not expecting that. Okay. I'm gonna gain a fate to reroll this one. Boom, 5. I will take it. Okay. Put that there. Get 2 breaks. We get a little story too. If we can't read this unless we wound. It's gonna be 3 whites and a red. Okay, now I would also, I know this is asking a lot, Dice Gods, but I would like to wound this one with the power roll, please, as well. Thank you. Okay, that's cocked. Okay, that's not cocked. I'll keep that. Should get like a little fence or something. Rolling 1 at a time here. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. I mean, that's great. I think we did it. Yeah, we have Oh gosh, nope, that was... Oh my gosh, what side was this? I think it was this. Let's see, you put 3 here. 1, boom. There we go. All right, so what we got? We got 5 plus 2, 3, 4, 5. That's... Oh, no. That's 5. That's another 4, so that's 9. That's another 4, so that's 13. 14, 15. Thank you, Dice Gods. That will be 1 completed critical on a BP3 of a Dahaka, so that will be another Dahaka core for the emerging boat. Woohoo! Fuck yeah. All right. That's sick. And we got a little bit of some text here. Each of your attacks leaves a bit of the Dahaka on the desert floor, and soon you are wading in ashen foam as if you were emerging on some primordial shore. They used my name in there. Well, half my name. They used my first name. Emerging. Mr. Boat. The name's Boat. Emerging Boat. Okay. Well, also, I would like some... I'm going to reread this with the flavor text of being in Delphi. Each of your attacks leaves a bit of the Dahaka on the cold-ass, icy, snowy floor, and soon you are wading in ashen foam as if you were emerging on some primordial shore. Now we feel immersed into the whole Delphi universe of just being cold. We're going to gain a progress token, although I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. Go over here, gain a progress token. That's going to give us another map card. I'm just going to draw that now so I don't forget, even though it's going to do... Oh god, I just launched one across the map. Even though it's not going to do anything for us. And let's go in and give ourselves another nice, beautiful Dahaka core. We have 2. I'm feeling good about being able to remake a Shadow Dancer when I need to. And actually, we need to read some story, I think, because this is the first time we're defeating the Dahaka. Before we do that, let me go in and also lose a Pygmalion Stone because the Truth Bearer would have died, or not the Truth Bearer, the Shadow Dancer would have died at the end of this fight. Boom, voiceover.
The cloud of black smoke that is the Dahaka dissipates, but the voice remains.
Okay, from this point on, during Dahaka battles in the current cycle, disable the Shackles of Regret trait. Put a mark on the Dahaka battle track to note this. Sure. Yeah, he's going to be way worse without Shackles of Regret. All the tiers in the world. Gain 1 Sisyphus tier, only the first time you win. I will ignore that. Add a 10,000 nights and days adventure to the timeline 2 days from now. Okay, I would say I'll do it off camera, but I will forget, so let me do it now. 10,000 nights and days. Okay, back to voiceover. Gain 1 Argo knowledge. That does not help us because we're already maxed out for the cycle. Then proceed to rewards and penalties, and then the story continues. Okay, the only thing I need to do from rewards and penalties is lose 3 Argo Fate, and I will do the wound resources later. Let's go to 35.
Faster than thought, you strike. Your weapon drives deep into the amorphous flesh of the Dahaka, neither solid, nor liquid, nor gas. The thrust of it so powerful that it pierces the stone floor beneath. The monster recoils at your sheer power and momentarily dissipates into loose strands of smoke. gazing into the space it left. No, gazing beyond it, you see a path forward. You feel as if some kind of veil has been lifted from your minds. You hear a voice. Then you must go off again, carrying a well-shaped oar until you come to the land that knows nothing of the sea. And I will tell you a sure sign that you have found it, one you cannot miss. When you meet another who thinks you are carrying a winnowing fan, then you must fix your oar in the earth and offer a sacrifice to Lord Poseidon. You know not who has spoken. Before you process what you have heard, the diaspora of smoke begins to reunite. The Dahaka is far from dead. It seems nothing can kill it, save for the oar. You retreat to the Argo before it retakes its form to formulate a plan.
I am done with running,
The old priest says.
and I was done with prophecies a long time ago. We are Argonauts. We make our own fate.
You nod in agreement. You are already in a land that knows nothing of the sea. The old priest says, a cunning glint in his eye.
For I am a relic that has lost its original purpose.
You just want to be called well-shaped. One of you laughs, and the old priest smiles back. As for the sacrifice, that will be the Dahaka, slaughtered not in the name of Poseidon, but to spite his curse.
Dun, dun, dun. It's still going on. I think they also missed a line of text in there from the voice acting. And I will be the oar, the old priest says. You saw through the smoke and mirrors. You know what you must do. From now on, you may add the winnowing battle to the timeline 3 days from now. You can do it now or later. If you add the winnowing battle to the timeline and the Dahaka is on the map, remove it. If the winnowing battle is on the timeline, you have to fight it. You cannot back out. Also, it's cycle 4. It's not cycle 4, it's cycle 3. You know the drill. From now on, the shackles have been broken. During Dahaka battles in the current cycle, ignore the shackles of regret trait. Put a mark by its battle track to note this. Already did that. Do not read the winnowing battle section before you enter the battle. You are walking in blind. So, a little bit spoilery in there. I'm trying to be careful with some of the things that get read that are supposed to be from cycle 4, and we're actually reading in cycle 3. So I'm a little bit torn on this. We'll have to see if I am able to kill the Dahaka in this cycle. I'm probably gonna have to read in advance the some of that flavor text that's around it, before and after the battle, because I don't know. I don't want cycle specific stuff getting ruined, and I also don't want things that are not necessarily cycle specific, but are really only intended to be revealed later in cycle 4. I don't want those things to get spoiled. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. So, quick debrief, and then I'm going to end the video. Yeah, I mean, the battle, it was nice getting a crit on the Dahaka. I felt, I guess I just need to ask the dice gods. Maybe I also need to make some sacrifices and be like, dice gods, I am willing to roll a crit and miss right now. Please accept my offering. Maybe it's a little bit of a give and take. But yeah, I think it felt like an average battle. Some things went our way, some things didn't. I don't think there was any extraordinary luck in any one place. We got kind of lucky early on with getting the negative AT token in the Kratos pool, and that ended up saving us and being able to give us a wound. But then we also were not able to get that negative AT token later in the fight. We missed on a couple of BPs by just a 1 or 2 power. So that stuff evened out. I also doing the Depths Nymph for this was a great a great idea. I might have to, maybe I plan on trying to do that in the winnowing battle, because we actually probably could set it up where a Titan starts with 4 ambrosia, Because getting rid of those tiles, I don't know how many times. I actually don't even think I made a use of like, what am I trying to say? I don't think I even ran into Dissipate after I got rid of those tiles. I don't think I ran into Dissipate at all. I have rarely been running into Dissipate during these fights. Like occasionally I have, but like I just have memories of like when I was fighting the Dahaka before in my first playthrough, like I thought I was hitting the Dissipate way more often. So I guess maybe I'm just not like, I don't know, let's look at the BPs that we have revealed. I don't see any Dissipate up top. Dissipate. No Dissipate. No. Oh, there is one, sure. Okay, but once on what, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards that I have in front of me. Well, 9 cards too, because this one also does not have Dissipate. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's not that big of a difference maker, but it is a cool little interaction that you can try to set up. I also don't know if my hand was like, for a second I was like going to reach for this card, then I don't know when I paused it, and so I like pulled my hand back. So I'm kind of curious to watch if like there's just a clip of me just going in to like grab this, and then like suddenly my hand disappears like this, and then just comes back out. Well, now there definitely is, but maybe it happened twice now. Fighting Dahaka with the Theogonius, and I mean, honestly, the Theogonius is great, but I mean, we just have a slew of great weapons right now. I need to start thinking about like for the winnowing battle, like I can't keep Dahaka Blade on Shadow Dancer. Like it is nice with her because she's able to get into the blind spot the most consistently with pole position, but her, like, I would be so much better served if I have the closing token spread out. Like I was thinking about this in the middle of the battle. I think what I really should have done is have Shadow Dancer be wielding the Devolver, so she can have 2 hands on that, 1 hand on a shield. Then Truthbearer can take the Dahaka Blade and a shield. Maybe even the Truthbearer takes the Agonius, and the Skyseer takes Dahaka Blade and a shield. That might work better because the Skyseer has access to Vault early on too, so she should be able to get into the blind spot as well. Like, I would have to worry about Shadow Dancer needing to unexhaust the Devolver because of Cumbersome. However, I have, like, the Ontological module, I have a piece of gear that at least, like, we can get an unexhaust once. And then if she is using the Devolver, she can still have a shield, so she could do an interrupt attack with a shield if she really needs to. It's not ideal, but it's better than having a Titan who can't do an interrupt attack at all. It didn't really hurt us that much in this battle, but I don't think it's something that we want to... I wouldn't count on it not hurting us. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say about the fight. That's probably the biggest thing that I would want to change. It was nice having like multiple reflex charges, or at least a single reflex charge on every Titan. But having having the Cryptexes that have reflex on them is really nice. I was like, I think going into the winnowing fight, I feel like we have a pretty good shot of winning it. Like, I don't remember the things that make it hard. I have an idea of it, but I don't remember in detail, so it'll be interesting to like relearn that stuff again. But I mean, other than the Depths Nymph, we actually didn't even end up using any more nymphs afterwards. Like, we had the Solitude Nymph that we could use to ignore an AI card. That's actually kind of... The Solitude Nymph is not great against the Dahaka because, you know, it is good in case of emergency. Oh, that... Maybe I should have used that for the heal card. Well, actually, in the long run, it's a good thing I didn't, because not doing that allowed me to get a crit on a BP3. So, but that's something to keep in mind for the winnowing battle, is that if I draw that heal card, I probably want to use the Solitude Nymph at that point. Let's see what else. Amaltheon Nymph, like Amaltheon Nymph combined with Prototype Trespass Device, combined with Transient Death, like you just have access to be able to bring 3 Titans back to life or prevent 3 Titans from dying. Undo 3 deaths. Negate 3 deaths, I guess is a better way of putting it. Machina Nymph, I'm really interested to use this one too in combination with, like, after we've used Time Skip and after we've used Transient Death, just whipping out Machina Nymph and being like, guess what? We got them back. We have another charge of Time Skip. We have another charge of Transient Death. Like, that is a combination that I would really like to have fun with, and hopefully we'll get to do that in the winnowing battle. Yeah, I really wasn't too concerned through this fight. We had our highs and lows, but yeah, that was good. Taking off the Shackles though, not looking forward to it. His attacks are going to be way more brutal. Yeah, then we have the signature that we're going to have to deal with, which is, I mean, 4 dice, 3 danger each. That's 12 danger off the bat. Signature right now would be 3 dice, 2 danger each. That's 6 danger. We're doubling the danger off of this. Yes, Shackles is going to be brutal, but we'll see. I'm hoping that I can put off fighting the Dahaka again, just to the point where, like, by the time we're ready to fight the Dahaka again, by the time he's close to us on the map, I'll be on story 4, so we'll have the Divine Surge, so we can get some of our nymphs back, like having the Nietzschean Nymph, having the Blade Nymph back. Those will be really nice to just be able to make sure that, like, we can, you know, awaken, get a bonus attack from awakening, get an extra power when we're attacking with Blade Nymph. I didn't really use Blade Nymph very much in my first playthrough, and so I think I'm now seeing some of the power that you can really use with it. Like, it does have a little bit of a cost to it, but just try not to use it on something like the Argonauts, because you don't want to wind up in a spot where you're permanently losing that, because that would stink. Anyway, I'm going to end the video there. Let me know if you have any questions, any strategies that you think I could have done that I didn't do. I feel like I kind of was not really thinking through everything in this fight. Yeah, I still feel like I'm doing something wrong with the movement, by the way, just because it's like, maybe I've just gotten a lot better with keeping the Dahaka in this, like, vertical column area. And so when he's shadow stepping, he's not going off to the side and getting crazy like that. Yeah, I don't know. I thought I remembered the movement being a lot more of a problem, and I was expecting to really need Hermes movement, which I don't know that I've talked about that, but I'm not going to elaborate on what Hermes movement. We'll wait until cycle 4 to talk about Hermes movement. But yeah, I was expecting to need Hermes movement to really effectively win this battle, and I'm not, and that's what I'm, like, questioning. Is there something that I could be doing wrong that I've just been doing consistently wrong? But at this point, at least the first Dahaka video has gone up, so hopefully if I'm doing something wrong, somebody will catch it before I get into the winnowing fight. Anyway, all right, now I'm going to end the video. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate your time. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye. Take care. I love you.